Yes, that was a cougar. No, I am not happy about that. Um, Welcome back to... No, don't want to sleep. Welcome back to whatever episode number we are for Try Not to Die Stupidly. And I find myself in a situation that I'm not exactly happy about. So, if we head in this direction over here, where the visibility will be better, there are some timber wolves. I don't want to have to contend with timber wolves and a cougar. If we go in this direction, there's probably a cougar. There's a cougar in all of this region. And it's possibly, and I'm going to back up here so I get out of the cold, possibly the worst situation to be in, because I like to see the cougar coming. All of this region, there's like little mounds and divots, and it's generally an uneven bit of ground. So you can't see anything coming at you. I was thinking about going that way round the map, up to the little plateau, up the rope, but then remembered that unlike virtually every other game that I've done on Interloper, I haven't put the rope there for just this very reason. So this may well be the long creep, because I think I'm going to have to go that way round the map, crawling all the way on my hands and knees, hoping the cougar doesn't come for me. And in order to do that and not freeze to death, I'm going to heat up and make some drinks. However, try and avoid using a match. I don't want to use too many resources. And not have enough to make a fire. Right, so we got two. We'll drop that. We'll drop that. They're heating up. Let's make another.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Okay, so we'll drink one. We'll put the other two in there and we'll get going. The problem is I don't know the warning signs very well for a cougar when it's really coming close. There it is. It's there. Oh my goodness. It's actually there. This was exactly what I wanted to avoid. But here we go. Here he's there. Okay. Exactly what I wanted, but at least I know where the cougar is. I did not previously, and that was part of the issue. So this is definitely
My fingers feel
a long creep, and I'm hoping, I don't know because I've not combated the cougar enough times, I'm hoping, yes, that they don't know I'm here because I crouch back down again. This, I think, is the best scenario. Although, I'm going to worry once I can't see the cougar. Is he coming back this way? Or she? Can't tell.
Felt so cold in my life.
But, like I said, this is just going to be one very long, slow creep. I'm going to try, I don't know if this is the right thing to do, to stay up high so I can see. I don't want to dip down too much. Okay, I'm not apologising for that. This may not be the most exciting episode ever if I am saying squatted down the whole time. not standing up. While I am quietly and very painfully slowly creeping around, when we were up there in the last episode, going into the bunker, right at the last second, I think I saw an animal, or I thought I'd seen an animal, and I was convinced it was the cougar. When I went back along looking at the video, I think it was a timber wolf. It didn't look like a cougar, but it didn't make any noises. It was literally trotting up to me. There was no barking, no howling. So unless it was a normal wolf in but an aurora wolf, who knows? Right. Now, when I get over here, I'll be able to see... Oh, I missed that. I'm not going for it now. When I'm back over there, I am going to be able to see it coming. That's the problem with this mound, is it blocks all my view. So I may well stand up once I get over there and I can see it coming, but I am not. So, like I said, I am not apologising for creeping along here. I am not losing this 100 and something day run. Oh my goodness. Such a horrible noise. And of course it's entirely possible that it is crept parallel to us on the other side of this, and I'll have to deal with it again. But we did get a good hit on it. We did get an arrow shot into it, so we must have got a few hit points on it. So hopefully, if I do have to combat it again, I might actually defeat it. Right. Well, hypothermia's not too bad. That's probably a deer over there. Let's have another of these. Horrible, horrible noise. The plan once I've got out of here is to go back round past the round past the forge in Forlorn Muskeg, and then head off to Broken Railroad for a couple of days, probably to recover, possibly to hunt the a bear if it's respawned, get another bear skin. Some rabbits over there. Do I dare stop?
Die if I don't warm up soon.
You won't. You'll die if you stand up and run, probably. This may well be, this episode may well be called The Long Creep, because that's what it feels like at the moment. That sounds far enough away now. need to be able to stand up and run a bit. I'll have this. Yeah, I think that's far enough away now for me to be alright. However, I do need a bit of food. A couple of rabbits there. So, talk about going back into the lion's den. No, don't run away. Oh, I can't be bothered. I'm not doing it. Damn it, there's a deer there. I could have had it.
I could eat a horse.
Is there any food on this? Half a kilogram. We'll have it. And we'll warm up.
Come on, little fire.
How cold are we? Ah, it's coming up. Thank goodness for that. No. Oh, where's the hacksaw? Did I leave it behind? Must have done.
I could eat a horse. That's saying a lot, because I love horses.
Deer's up there. Oh no. That's not good. The wind has ruined my fire. Should have known that. Can I keep a torch lit long enough? Get somewhere less windy.
This is so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Oops. Okay, yes, I left a pile of stuff in here. I thought I had done. It's been about a week since I played, so I can't remember everything that I did.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
So thank goodness we're warming up. Did I leave anything there? No. Okay. Okay, so that's the most dangerous bit of the video out of the way, I hope. I was thinking about this all week, and I even went back and looked through the journal that you have to try and find out whether I'd been down into the bit of Bleak Inlet that where you drop the rope, and I hadn't. I nearly always do that, so I'm kind of, where am I? Kind of surprised that I didn't. But that would have meant I could have crept around the other side of the map. I'm not sure, given what happened, that would have been the best decision. Am I walking around in circles? But I suppose in the end, nothing too bad happened. We didn't get mauled. So I'm happy with the result, but I I mean, I haven't had a chance to play for a week, so it's just been sitting there when I've had time to daydream or switch my brain off. I kind of switched to this decision that I had to make, which was, what do I do about the Cougar and not losing my run? Thankfully, it's all worked out, but it's definitely been a decision. Didn't know what the best thing to do was. Was it going left where the Timberwolves had been hanging out the night before? Was it going the way I did go in the end? I mean, the Cougar being there just made that decision easy. And the fact that when it ran away after I shot it with an arrow into that area just made that even more. So I don't think it could have worked out much better, if I'm honest.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Right, okay. While we're here in this obscure bit of the map, let's light a fire. And cook this tiny bit of wolf meat.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, 13 minutes, 9 minutes. Okay.
Drop any of this gear.
So we're on the last couple of episodes I got the number wrong. So I'm not going to try and bother naming the episode number. If I were to take a random guess, it'd be 45. I don't know. Closing in on 50, which is not bad going, and I genuinely was wondering whether we'd get past this one, given the Cougar situation. That doesn't mean to say I won't get mauled by a bear, jumped by another wolf, mugged by a moose. I mean, there's still plenty of things that can go wrong. But on the bright side, I've got a cougar hide wrap to do, and I've got a cougar claw to make, so it's looking okay. So let's get on with it. I'm going to try and go to the... This is a great view of Forlorn Muskeg. Let's put that away.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Screenshot. Going to try and go across here because there's a... What are they called? I can't remember what it's called. Like a lookout, but it's not. Like a hunting viewpoint thing. I can't remember what it's called, but there's one of them around here. So I'm going to try and make my way across over to the farmstead via a few places that there's normally stuff to pick up. Assuming I can get there without falling in the ice. Which actually reminds me, I've got the crampons on, that's good. And I also need to stock up on things like cattails, because the next, assuming we get there, let's not make too many presumptions, assuming we get to zone of contamination and the next tail, I will need to take with me a lot of vitamin C, because there's not a lot of food in the zone of contamination that I can remember. I don't know the region well enough, and I don't know if there's anywhere to fish. So one of the things I'm slightly worried about doing that tail is the vitamin C getting scurvy kind of risk. So I want to take a lot of vitamin C with me, and luckily, if you take a lot of plants, they don't weigh much. So if I can take, oh, is that it there? Hide. It's a hide of some form. That's what it's called. And luckily, I can take it with me because it's not too heavy. So I've just got to make sure I don't eat too many of the cattails in the process of getting there. And considering they're quite a useful little snack, I think that's going to be difficult. But the drinks as well. I suppose I'm just going to have to really play the game properly. And really make use of every little resource. Because zone of contamination is not a nice place. I mean, I was there very briefly a few episodes ago, and I didn't like it for the day and a half that I was in there. Did I have any wolf on me? No. So I'm trying to prep now for a few episodes' time. Not much. Oh, we'll have these. How good is the hacksaw? 85, nice. We'll keep that. I think that's the one that I've been to already. Have that. Have that. Nice. Definitely worth the trip. Okay, so looking at the time of day, I think it will be get over here to the farmstead. Depending on what coal there, I might actually make the knife claw and knife claw, the Cougar claw knife. Might actually make that, and if there's food, and I have a feeling I didn't chop up any of the carcasses that were lying around when I was here last, so I might actually stay a day and make some stuff while I'm here, because I can't remember.
I can't feel my feet.
Again, it will depend on how much coal there. I can't remember how much coal I left at the forge in Broken Railroad. So there's a lot of what ifs and maybes at the moment, because I don't know, because I can't remember. So normally there's something here. No. It's a shame. Keep going though. All these.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Okay. This is good practice for when I go into the Sundered Pass, because in Sundered Pass it's cold all the time, like relentlessly, horrendously, horribly cold all the time. I'm not sure if it's colder than Bleak Inlet, but if it is, there's not much in it. Feathers. I'll have that one. Have I got any stones? I've got a stone, that's alright. Feathers. Because we're definitely going to have to make a bunch of arrows when we go into the zone of contamination. Right, so I think there's a carcass over there. I can't see birds, so maybe I did actually have them. But it looks like that's a carcass there. I'm sure it's not the only one. There might even be some deers. I don't know.
I need to find some
We'll find out.
to escape this cold.
There's a wolf. Can I check out this? I did. Oh, I remember when I was here, the arrow broke just as I arrived.
Because I'm gonna.
And the wolf attacked me. What have we got food-wise? Do you know what? I can afford to eat some of them. Okay. Right, so there's definitely a carcass there. Can't remember if I left any meat or any food here. So I guess we'll find out in a minute.
Oh, rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Also can't remember if I went out and checked the prepper's cache. So I might wander over there at some point. But let's have a look. What did we leave? Some coal, some wood, a lot of broken torches.
Too cold to think.
Okay. Any food? Yes, right, okay, this is good.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Excellent, right. Put anything in here? Nope. 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 Must have left it all out. Anything in there? Nope. That's tools. Nope. Right. Okay. Anything in here? Yes, we left a box. Awesome. Right, let's bash up some of these.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Okay, right. Let's get some food. to leave in there. Oh yeah, sorted. Loads of good stuff. Right. The question is, oh, do you know what? These. Let's tear them up. What do we need to make the knife? No, I'm in the wrong place. Knife. Good cool knife. Got it. 3 pieces of scrap metal, a piece of cured leather, a hammer, a cougar claw. Right, we can do that. If we need to. But not yet, because I need to put some coal on. Okay, I think we're going to sleep. When we wake up, we'll make stuff.
Alright, it's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter. I'm so tired I could lay down right here.
Right, let's get this forge up to temperature. One more should do it. Nice. Right. Cougar claw. That was a weird combination of sounds. That's a weird combination of sounds then. Right, okay. While we're at it. Nope, I need to pick up some metal. Right, there's some metal up here. Let's make some arrowheads. Let's just sort some stuff out. I do not need 2 of these. I'm going to leave that behind.
I'll do
8 of
anything
them.
for a drink right now.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to leave the blue one. Make some more arrowheads, I think. Awesome. Right, I think that will do. That will do for the moment. So we'll leave the hammer behind. I think that'll do. I think I'm ready to move on. Still left some food. We'll leave one more piece of coal. Got to bring some back. I'm going to go up there. There's a deer carcass, I suspect, up there. So I'm going to go up there, and I can't remember if I've been up there, so I'm going to go anyway. Sometimes there's a wolf, sometimes there's not. What happened with them? I didn't see them last time I was here. There's a wolf. Or did I imagine it? Sure, I saw a wolf.
Man, all I can think about is food.
I'm assuming because that... Ah, there is. I'm assuming because that carcass is still there. I haven't been up here because I would have probably... There we go. Now we'll wait till we actually get a hit. Don't want to lose an arrow. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, but I lost the arrow anyway. Wow, never seen that before. Okay, got both of them now. Look at that. Love it.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Can I leave that there for a moment? Another screenshot to choose from. I'm going to see if there's anything in this cache, as in the one cache that's got a recipe in it. Then I'm going to pick up that meat and I'm going to head over to the cave and get partially round and sleep in the cave tonight. No, like next to virtually nothing. Next to virtually nothing. I'm not entirely sure that was a sentence that makes sense. I mean, less than. I mean, it's barely a room. Okay. Let's get out of here. Any more feathers? Yep. Like it. Feather. Fantastic. Right, okay. We'll also have some of this as well.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Again, we'll eat 2. Quite often a wolf over here, so the smell will probably attract it. So, while I'm at a relatively quiet point, the plan is Broken Railroad. I'm not going to record, and again this won't happen this episode, I'm not going to record going from Broken Railroad back across to the main line. I'm not going to record that bit. I'll probably go from Broken Railroad and wake back up in Transfer Pass. I might, I'm going to leave them for future reference, I might not record back from Transfer Pass to Broken Railroad, because again that's just a long walk that you've already seen and not much happens. So I'm debating whether to record all of that or to just go from Broken Railroad to the start of Forsaken Airfield. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about cutting that much out. And then Forsaken Airfield, that's what I mean. Forsaken Airfield, I will finish the first tale, I think, if I can remember properly. And from there...
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
From there, I think I've got to find the cave. Because I can't remember where the big cave is, that massive, horrendous labyrinth of a cave. And then I've got to work out how to get through the cave to a zone of contamination, which I don't think I've ever done. I've done Sundered Pass to Forsaken Airfield, but I have not done, I don't think I've ever done zone of contamination from that cave. That would be the sensible thing to do, because otherwise I've got to walk all the way back to Transfer Pass to then walk into the zone of contamination, which seems like a bit of a long way of doing things, if I'm honest. And I'd rather avoid doing that if I can. So that's the plan for the next few episodes. Now that I seem to have survived the dodgy Cougar bit of this one, it's now just about prepping for... oh, did I leave stuff here? That was that was well done of me, wasn't it? That's going to be the plan, I think. Right. I hope I've got more than 4 matches, or it's going to be a bit of a problem.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. I could eat a horse. Let's stay in a lot, because I love horses.
Wow, that was very nice of me to look after my future self like that. So, we've got... what percentage is it? 71%. That'll be cured fairly soon. There won't be on till they're cured. That'll take a while. I've got one. Loads of feathers. I mean, we're actually doing pretty well. all things considered, we're actually doing pretty well. Can leave that behind. That's ever so slightly lighter, which is a result. Got loads of them to make some more arrows. As long as I don't do something stupid and die, it's actually looking pretty good. That won't be there for long. I'll probably keep that on underneath. Might need to do a bit of TLC on some of my clothing. Yes, I think that's a definite. Generally we seem to be doing all right. Gonna move right to the back. Am I at the back? Right to the back. Make sure I'm definitely in the warmest part. Okay, that's either a very silent blizzard or a very foggy day. Okay, so we've fixed a bit of gear. Everything else is okay. Might need to fix one of them. Probably should fix them. But generally everything's good. So, let's get out of here. Probably just got enough time of this recording, this episode, to get back to Broken Railroad. Just thinking the rabbits aren't there. Does that mean the wolf that hangs out here? No, the rabbits are there.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
We might need a snack later. I need to make some fire hardened arrows. Got to stop wasting these birch bark ones. Oh, it's clearing. I know, it just occurred to me that I picked up a snack of a rabbit. And I'm about to walk through Broken Railroad where there are a gajillion million wolves. Probably not the best idea. I suspect I'll cook it and skin it before I get to that point. And then just leave the guts to decompose so I don't smell. But we'll see, because there might be more rabbits down here. There might be a wolf in this area just here. There might be some ptarmigans. It's quite often a combination. So let's see what we get. Don't see any of them yet. Don't hear ptarmigans. Don't hear wolf. Don't see rabbits. So I may have just been talking a load of rubbish. My voice, by the way, may sound a little bit croaky. Now, there's a reason for that. As if you've been watching this with any regularity, you know I teach in Egypt. I teach in a school in Cairo, and that's not giving much away because Cairo is massive and there are a lot of international schools. And it is safe to say that it has been a bit of a rough week. Behaviour on some of the days has been absolutely awful. On some of the other days it's been amazing because a load of them went to, were off. I think they went to some kind of competition. Sports competition that was organised, as you do, on a school day. So they missed 2 days. So I think it was Tuesday and Thursday were fantastic. I had between a third and half my class off. On the days that they were mostly all in, my voice took a hammering. So that's why I might sound...
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Slightly croakier. And I can notice it just then. Slightly croakier than I usually do.
Wait, I'm so cold, I'm warming up a bit.
Now, I don't think when I came here first time I took any side trips down these little path bits here because I was heading straight there. I can't remember why. I was in a hurry. Was I suffering? Was it cold? Was it late? Was I running out of time? I don't know. So this time I'm going to take slight diversions to see if there's anything down here. There we go, straight away. Definitely didn't, because there was that, and there's some stuff over here, sapling. So I definitely didn't come this way. I'm trying to remember why. Well, I think it must have been I was running out of time. Who knows? get up there? Oh my goodness. Why can't I get up here? Sorry. Why is it so difficult today? I think in a minute I'm going to stop, cook this rabbit, and warm myself up because I'm beginning to lose condition because of the cold. And there's a wolf. Probably smells me. Yep. Interesting. Stopped running because I picked up. He stopped. Come on, buddy. I smell. When I was talking earlier about when I was in the zone and contamination, I might actually have to play the game. That's kind of what I meant. You know, playing it by dropping things and squatting down and animals losing track of you and stuff. That's kind of what I meant. Okay, we'll have this. We'll have the arrow, well, not the arrows, we'll have the feathers for the arrows. We'll have a fire. Actually, what's on this? Yeah, we'll have that.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, so we have picked up a couple of skins, a few guts, and I'm just gonna take some torches and deal with the wolves that way. Nope, wrong button. How many torches am I carrying? Loads. Right. That'll do. Right, okay. Feather. Any more feathers that have appeared. Another one. Got loads of feathers. This is fantastic. I'll be able to make a bunch of hardened arrows, as well as a bunch of proper arrows. Okay, so I'm not going to finish this episode at the end of the day. I'm going to finish this episode when I get to the maintenance shed. What I'll do is I'm going to stay in Broken Railroad and I'm going to make the hide wrap when it's cured. I think that might take a couple of days. So while that's going on, and assuming... Oh, no, I don't need coal because I've made the arrowheads. Assuming I've got enough birch saplings cured, I'm going to make a whole bunch of arrows to take into the far territories with me. And then I'm going to go down to the... And I can't remember what it's called, but there's the kind of the ravine in Broken Railroad that I didn't go down, that you have to attach the rope and climb down. So I'm going to do that. By the time I've done all that, I suspect the Puma? Oh my goodness. Cougar torch. Oh my goodness. It's that can't talk and play the game at the same time issue. The Cougar wrap thing will be... I'll be able to make it because the hide will be cured. I hope all that made sense. I'm not entirely sure that it did, but that's what I'm going to do. And if you understood what I said, you'll know what's coming in the next few episodes. I mean, it's quite late on in the day, so I guess this is quite a good place to stop. Surprised there's no wolves. Last time I was here, I got stomped by the moose. I think on the first day I went out of the maintenance yard. I do want to hunt for the bear if it's respawned. I'm not too fussed about the moose. I do want to go down into the ravine. There's normally a good bunch of stuff down there. Fine. That's the next few days, really. I'm not sure how much food I've got here, which could be an issue. I have a feeling there's some bear meat inside. But anyway, I'm going to stand here, look out the window, and say thank you for watching, and I will see you next time when we will be in Broken Railroad very briefly, or I'm going to wake us up in Transfer Pass in the next episode because I've done it all and it's not taken long. Who knows? Next episode could be that, could be Broken Railroad, could just wake us up in Forsaken Airfield. Haven't decided. We'll see. So thank you for watching and see you next time.